Now we have the radiator support, or the front grille, fixed. Now we're going to look at the radiator. So this is the shroud that goes around the fan. You can see here it's seen some better days. I'm going to attempt to fix the bottom piece here. So the radiator itself, I had a while back, I had it cleaned and pressurized and tested. So it's all works, and some things like this that are pretty cool. It has like Birmingham here, things like that. Tilt it up. See the top up here, the guy had to braze and fix a couple cracks. Then this here, you can see that it says 63 on it, 1M63. So it's about the year of the truck itself. So it's actually, when I had it on the truck, it didn't leak. Well, it leaked up here at the top here, but that's it. But it still kept cool. It worked. But too bad it was just leaking a little bit up on top. So anyways, the radiator is all good. So I'm going to give this a try. Go from there. So let me get things positioned here. So what I'm going to do is this is really thin metal. It's not much to it at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to take this piece off here. And you can see I just need to make a piece that comes across like this and comes around. Very similar to the way this is here. I'm going to try to follow this pattern, kind of what they did. So as I'm looking at the shroud itself around, it just has these couple of bolts here holding this. It looks like a splash guard of some sort, or maybe an air director thing, but it would be sitting on the side, the passenger side or right-hand side, this shroud thing. So it's just bolted on, and I think I'm just going to cut these bolts right off because they're so rusted. It's unbelievable. All right, I'm going to cut those things off. Okay, so I cut all the bolts off of the little shroud, and this is actually a little bit of thick metal, but these brackets here are unbelievably thin. Like, I didn't realize they could make metal that thin. So this piece it's all good, so I'll probably just give this a cleaning, and that would be about it for this piece. So now we have our shroud here. Here's what we need to make down here on the bottom. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take a piece of cardboard and draw a circle for this to go around. Found a piece of cardboard. The diameter of the circle is 17 3/4. So we'll have to remember that. So take a Sharpie. We're just going to draw a circle around. So then this will be what we'll use to help do the bottom. So then spin it back around. And we'll get the rest of the circle here. There you go. So that's our opening that we need this to be, so the fan doesn't hit. So let's go over to the truck and I'll show you. Okay, like I said, this circle here is roughly 17 3/4 is the diameter of the circle. Then the fan itself on the truck measures about 16.5 inches. So it's actually, a pretty snug fit around the fan to get the wind. So it pulls all the air through the shroud itself into this diameter. So we know I'm going to cut this piece out of the cardboard. And then we'll make a plan with what's going to happen down here. So I figure I'll take you along on this journey as I fix this piece to get all together. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I had to rearrange the table here a little bit and get creative with the camera so you could see what I'm doing. So, sorry about the shaking also in the previous, and a little bit ago. Okay, so I cut off the extra pieces that were hanging off, the rusty, crusty. These pieces that look like this, that don't, they're just, so they're like unbelievably thin and just wasted away. So, we're looking at here, here's what we need to build is down here around the bottom. So what I come up with so far, this is a piece of tin pan, sheet metal or whatever that I had laid around. So I bent it. I kind of followed the shape here, the same shape as right here. Kind of followed that around and kind of bend it to get that shape like that. Sorry about that. So I have the shape here. And since this is so thin, I just clamped down a piece of, I drew a line and then clamped down a piece of angle iron and just bent it by hand. It was very easy to do. So it looks like we're going to have enough to do this side. If I cut it off about right here. So then if I come over to this side, I should have enough to reach to the bottom to about here. So this side I got this much that I can use of this, and then this side, this much, about this much for this side here. But I'm thinking this, I'm going to try to put a weld on it. I might try to do a practice weld to see if it'll work, because this metal's so thin, and so is this metal's thin too that I'm using. So we'll give it a try, but if not, I think I might just, I'm probably going to just pop rivet this with a washer behind it. I'll show you that. Pop rivet this onto here. I'll hold it together, and then pop rivet the bottom piece too. So I'm going to go and get this. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to either try to do a little weld on here or pop rivet it. We'll see here. I'll be back. All right, just want to show you a little check-in. Is that I tried welding it, and you can see it blew out. I have my welder on the lowest setting and a slow wire speed. I got a couple of welds to go, but they're so tiny, and it is holding, like it's not breaking, but it's so thin that I'm just gonna cut this off, and I'm just gonna overlap it and pop rivet it on there. So, oh well, I want to show you, hey, not everything's perfect. Look, you can see my finger through there. So even my repairs aren't always perfect. So, all right, so I'll be back. Okay, so now I got the two ends pop riveted on, two pop rivets. One on each side. So set it down on there. So now we have pieces that come down to the bottom of the radiator. So this is our circle. This is our fan circle. You see the big old circle there. Take that, lay it over top. So now you can kind of see down here, it actually goes below or almost flat with this, the curve. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to put an angle down over here. Maybe put it on an angle of some sort, and I could pop rivet a piece here to come down and then curve it around, or keep it on an angle coming down, or have it flat coming over to here. And maybe I'll put a piece coming around like that. I don't know. So we'll have to see. I'm still going to have to think about this. So I'm definitely going to have to put a piece at least from here to here over. And then the bottom, I'm going to have to just curve it down like I said or whatever. So I'm going to see what ideas I come up with this, and I'll be back. Okay, so here's what I got so far. I got a piece that fits on there just fine, the way that it is. And what I did was I bent over the piece of metal, went underneath, bent it over, then bent it over. I put a couple pop rivets in there. Then this side, did the same thing, bent it over, went around. So now it actually has a little bit of shape to it, so it's not moving anywhere. I also bent over these little pieces here. And then for the bottom, this piece here, this part goes along the bottom of the radiator, this piece here. So what I did is I bent it over, completely over, and I crimped it down. So when this rubs against the bottom down here, it doesn't scrape into it or anything like that. So I did that, and I put two pop rivets right here to join the two pieces together. And they seem to fit. They seem to work. It looks kind of shoddy, but I think will work here for a while. And I got an extra piece. I'm going to cover up this hole, but I'm going to bolt this onto, well, screw it down onto here next. So if you kind of see here, I don't know if you could see them at all, but these holes here, some of the screws are okay, but some of them I had to grind off to get the cover off, so I'm going to re-drill these holes here. So I fitted the radiator to the grill, the front grill area. So I put a floor jack underneath it to hold it up in place because it doesn't really hold itself very well. So radiator's on. I just put a couple bolts in here. Put one screw holding in the shroud here that we were just working on. You can see here, there's the bottom piece. I gotta change the light around here a little bit. There you go. You can see down here, see the fan is just touching the shroud thing that we made. Up here, lighting's not that great. We got some space up here. I can put a finger up through here. So that's pretty good. So this down here, I'm going to, looks like I gotta chop this a little bit and bend this out some more, just like what I was thinking with the circle that I put on there. So I'm gonna go take this all back apart and we'll get it over on a workbench and I'll show you how I'm gonna slice and bend that. But isn't it cool seeing it actually on the car? Which is amazing in itself. Okay. So here we are back with the radiator back off. And there's actually a little scratch down inside here. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to just cut this down this way, down the back side here a little bit. So I can start getting a bend and come around with a bend this way. So let's see how that turns out. So this is what I did. I ended up just cutting, I cut down here. And then I thought, well, this extra piece hanging out here isn't important. It was just a flap like this sitting there. And since the propeller or fan comes down to about here, I just cut it down, cut it across, and I folded this over for strength. So it keeps a little bit of a shape down here. And then I pop riveted two pieces, just kind of finish off the corners. Maybe give a little bit more strength in the corners here and stuff. So I got the two screws back in. So I'm going to go test fit it again over there on the truck. So here we are back over at the truck. I got it fitted and it's still really close to that bottom piece right there, but it's only close where I took a little Sharpie. I kind of made a little mark right there. So I'm going to go trim this down one last time. But other than that, it spins around and it doesn't get close to anything else. It's still within the shroud itself. And the top is still pretty close, but that's the way, I guess it's not really close, but it's still got some distance there, but the bottom's not going to seal 100%. Get the lighting right. 100% perfect down there. But it'll be enough to keep the air moving around, so the shroud's just there to try to keep the air being pulled through, up through here and everything like that. So it'll be a little bit less down there, but I think that'll be okay. So I'm going to trim it off down there, and then I'm done fitting it. I think it's going to be good after that. Okay, so here's the finished product. What I did was I cut the bottom piece out and I folded it over. It's getting pretty thin right here, but I think it'll be enough to hold it. But for now, for the way that it is, I think we're good for this. If I find one maybe someday at a swap meet or something like that, maybe I'll find and buy another one someday. But I think this will be enough to hold her together for a couple of years here. Okay, so I think we're good here. And the radiator and the shroud. I'm going to bolt these back together, put the shroud piece over and start painting all these pieces. And that'll be the end of this video. This is pretty long, just to make a fan shroud, which is, you think it'd be something simple, but some reason it's very tight to get that in there. So thank you very much for liking and subscribing and following. And And I'll see you on the next one. You guys are great. Thank you for your comments, and stay awesome, because you guys are awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.